They have two eyes. And they hide in the grass. And they like jump out at people, I swear to God.
There's no one-eyed snake
Okay,
around
we're
you right
live,
now?
but it's not
No.
showing up yet.
Even if you look down, there's no one-eyed snake.
No, they always have two eyes.
Give it a fat minute, boys. Evidently. But yeah, they're talking about rattlesnakes for some reason.
Not rattlesnakes, one-eyed and two-eyed snakes.
Okay, we are
They always
live
have two
now.
eyes.
We are live now.
How many viewers you got? 100?
Yeah, around
1,000.
there.
Are you on Mr. Luna's?
Yeah.
Twitch just went down because this guy's got so much traffic coming in right now.
Okay. After this informal intro, welcome to episode 7. Comic, you are lucky number 7.
I'm the 7th one invited to this.
He's gonna leave.
motherfucker.
Stop.
On today's episode of the
Wow.
podcast, we got some spicy stuff to talk about indeed today. I'm joined with Aaron, as always. Sinister.
Hi.
You having a good day, dude?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I just talked to you, and then now we're here with Convict, so couldn't be
Yeah,
better.
our special guest, the famous marble streamer turned Tarkov god himself, Konvikt Television.
Almost killed 10,000 PMC so far.
We got Ben coming in hot with the sub. I appreciate it, Ben. So
he
yeah,
subs to your channel?
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
Konvikt,
that's not a good
welcome
look
to
for
the
Ben.
show. Is this early for you? Usually a 4 or 5 p.m. streamer, but you're on at 1 p.m. today.
This guy is an awesome dad.
All right, let's start with. Okay, I'm just making sure everything's
How
good.
handsome Convict.
How come you
look at
look
his
like-
beard.
I'm like looking at Mr. Luna right now. How come you look kind of like Nick Merckx with like leaning forward and like the Mr. Luna's like kind of blocking your? There you go. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I like that. This forehead cam.
Your whole face is blocked.
How do I
So,
sound?
no, we're good. We're good. So let's open with Convict. What is your Call of Duty Zombies experience? Let's start there. Probably little to nothing.
Wait,
right?
what kind of podcast is this? You never really told me what this is.
So, well, we play zombies gameplay in the background while we talk, and some of the guests we have on are like people of the zombies community, but we've had people who aren't, like Recluse isn't, and Kai wasn't, and we just kind of, it's more like an interview sort of deal.
Do you want my honest opinion?
What?
Yes.
Sure. I
Raw.
mean, yeah. Let's hear your hot take.
Well,
Trigger
what was
everyone.
the question?
What's your
Well,
experience
I was
with
yeah, I
zombies?
was saying like, what's your experience with zombies?
Why would you want to experience such a shitty game?
Okay, he's going full controversial today.
Yeah, evidently so.
Okay.
You have
Okay,
played
next
it before, right?
question.
I feel like you
Huh?
played it before, right?
Yeah,
mean, who
like the
hasn't?
first one that came out, like back in the day, that was actually fun.
Like World at War or Black Ops?
The one where you started with the two, like it was in like this graveyard thing. There's like a second story and a bottom floor, and you repaired the windows.
Oh, so it's knocked, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's
Interesting.
not.
Interesting. Okay, well, another topic. Well, that was not really a topic. That was just something I wanted to ask. How much? But we can talk about the new Tarkov patch because Konvikt has been playing this game non-stop, and meanwhile, Aaron used to play it non-stop but doesn't anymore, and I'm like little to no experience. And Konvikt, I've heard that after this wipe happens, you're going hard, but I also heard that when the patch comes out, Aaron is not playing anymore.
I'm already not
Because
playing
he
that
played
now.
Snortline. Like he already got bored of it, like playing Snortline. So, I mean,
I
I
just
would
got
get
burnt out
bored
on
too.
Tarkov
but-
because I played for like 3 patches. Like it's not fun right now.
What did they do during the pre-wipe events? Like, what were your experiences between? The pre-wipe
They had
events?
like the raiders and stuff like on every map. So like there were like raiders would spawn with gear and stuff, and then they had like discounted gear and shit. Like you could just buy stuff from traders for cheaper. That was basically it. But I don't know. I've been
Not
playing
from the
for
flea
3
market. Like,
No,
that'd be cool if everything was like 1 ruble. You could build whatever you wanted, like all the time.
Yeah.
That's why like leveling up your traders is really big because like having like you have to like convert currency and shit, but like you can buy everything really cheap when they have like the wipe events and stuff. So it's cool, but I don't know. I'm just burnt the fuck out on Tarkov right now. Like playing Battlefield or something else is more fun. Honest, that's it.
Well, what would make it so that you're not burnt out?
Nothing. It's just me
start
overplaying
with
the game.
what from the next patch you don't like, Aaron, and then what from the patch that
You don't
Konvikt
think this
likes.
new stuff with the flea market's going to change everything, which would be pretty cool?
I think it's gonna change everything. I don't know if it's gonna be cool or bad. We haven't seen it yet. Like, I think it's gonna be interesting to see like people like losing shit in raid, like dying. Let's say like you gamma something. So you get like a key card. It's like 10 mil, but you die with it. You can't list it on the flea market. Then is what I was told was gonna happen. So that's gonna be kind of different for people. But I don't know. I'm honestly just not gonna play probably. And if I do, I might like later down the road. But I don't know. Early patch, I just don't have interest for. Because I played this whole patch until the very end. Like when they added like the slick and stuff, I was playing still, but I don't know. It just kind of got burnt out for me, and I was just kind of done. Like I made an edit and everything, and I don't know. I just kind of lost like that desire to play it because I was streaming it for like 4 to like 8 hours every fucking day, and like when you play a game that much, it's just like I don't know.
Well, I've done that most of my life. I played World of Warcraft for 20 hours a day, basically for like 4 years straight.
Yeah.
So like I've done this before, but I can see how EFT literally, the end of the day, whatever you do in EFT doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you lose it at the end anyways. Like
or
not...
like, it's just like there's no end game. That's the thing. There's no end game at all. If they had made it like an end game and then wiped it, that'd be pretty cool. Kind of like how WoW has like end raids that you can do.
Well, did you know, Konvikt, that what I'm excited for is like whenever they do the final wipe, like when the full game comes out, it'll probably be like multiple years from now. But I thought that was pretty cool. Or like
they
that's
said
when
they're going to possibly do 2 different things where they're going to have one player base where if you want to do wipes, you can. One player base if you don't ever want to wipe, you can play that way. It's going to split the player base kind of though.
I mean, I would play where it never wipes because I just
the
feel
wipes kind of cool because the people who are brand new get shit on. Like hardcore, and
honestly, like if they started now, yeah.
In between wipes, the only thing I'm focused on is maintaining a certain amount of money. That's like the only objective there is in that game right now.
Mine's 30 mil right now.
Exactly, like maintaining 30 or 40 mil was like my thing that I did. I was like, okay, if I go and do a raid with 800k worth of gear, I want to make $2.4 million within, or 2.4 million rubles within the next like 5 to 6 raids. That was ultimately what I would like tell myself. And
yeah, but you never did money runs, did you?
No, I never. I did early in the patch, I guess you could say. Like I did like hatchet runs and shit, like in the very, very beginning. That's how I found a red key card, and then I sat at like 20 mil like the whole fucking patch from day one.
Like Johnny over here, he will his like there's different forms of fun. He literally just does rat pistol runs to make money. He loves making the money. So he had like 100, 200 mil or something like that. And like just doing money runs. Like he was just like, it was like therapeutic. Just like you knew the run that you did, you know, the rat runs, your little paths, and got different gear. And that's what I do. I do 4 hours of money runs before stream. So I'd have money for stream because I lose 5 to 8 mil per stream playing on
honestly
stream.
Like I would just play with Kai, and like if you play with like someone who's a good teammate and is reliable, like you can make so much fucking money. Like him and I, we literally had a system, like we would just loot different rooms. I would save like the LEDX rooms for him, and then I would hit like all of the gold items and stuff. So like we would both make a couple million. Like
guess how much LEDX is right now?
742k, I think.
500, almost 400.
Are you shitting me? It keeps going down in price.
Yeah,
that's so.
Guess how much 995 ammo is?
It's like 3,000 rupees around, right? Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
It's everybody's just PvPing only. So
yeah, Vogs are like 80k too, right?
Wait, those nades?
But people are making them.
Yeah,
dude.
Just a regular F1 like nade is 15k.
See that's the thing. I have like 27 mil now because I spent 13 million in gear.
You'll run out of that real fast.
Oh yeah, no, literally, like you just burn through fucking money right now. Like I'm telling you, dude, the best that Tarkov ever was this fucking patch. And Konvikt, you got to experience it, and so did Kyle. This is the best that the game's been so far, and down the road it might be better, but I mean it's this.
They're making it hard, like this whole karma thing. I don't know if you heard of that. The karma thing might be fucking horrible. You can't kill your own USEC, you can't kill your own bear faction. Scav on scav violence is going to be a thing. So like if you kill scavs while you're a scav, you're going to get like your guns will jam faster and shit like that. Yeah. So and then they're going to add addictions. So you, like all the stims that you use, you can't
abuse them.
You can't abuse the stim.
Dude, that shit
Yeah,
is
I
like
don't know.
way too
That's, like-
realistic, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I think.
Well, they're adding a
Tarkov-
bathroom maybe to the hideout too.
So you have to
actually have
shit
a
in
poop.
between
Yeah.
fucking raids. Oh my god.
That's
You're
so
kidding
dumb.
me.
What
Your
happens if
guy-
you don't? Do you just like have
Your
to
fucking
pop a
aim gets
squat in the
shaky when
middle
you
of
have
the
to
raid?
take a piss. You have
That'd
to
be funny
fucking
if you
pee.
shat while you got shot at. Like,
God, you get hit in
You
the
had to buy
fucking
new
stomach.
pants.
You have to have like a fucking. You have to have one of those bags. I forget what they're called.
Mine is just the hackers, man. The hacker thing is a huge issue.
Is it still an issue on like labs, especially?
Well,
has to
now
be.
that everybody's now that the patch was supposedly delayed, the hackers came back because people are out of money now because they wasted all their money, and it's really bad. It's like 4 out of 10 labs matches you run into a hacker,
Dude,
and like, but the
dude,
thing
that's
is,
the
they make a
fucking
lot of
thing.
money doing this. Like, they ban those accounts. They ban like 4,000 a day. But those people
Jeez.
just keep buying new accounts. They could IP ban them. They could do that. They could just block China, but they don't.
Yeah, weren't people
Yeah.
complaining about like region locking or something?
Or make China play on their own servers.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Because 95% or something like they said was from Asia, China.
That's fucking crazy. That's one thing that like burned me out too. Is like, I played Shoreline because that's the one map that I can just fucking absolutely shit on people. Like Factory, I can too, but like, I don't know. Shoreline was really fun and I enjoyed it. And I also really liked Labs for a long time, but I like just got discouraged playing that because I heard about all the people that would hack, and then like I had some pretty like interesting deaths, and I don't know. I did never like hack use it because I don't want to be the guy who's like, oh, that guy's fucking cheating and just like call it out. But it's kind of obvious when it happens, and I felt like I ran into a few of those, and it kind of just made me not ever want to fucking play that map again. And for a while, like I was running on Shoreline, like trying to get a red key card and stuff, but I don't know. I never
Apparently, all
found
the
one.
red key cards just get taken by them. They get teleported to them anyways in Shoreline. So even if or they speed hack up there.
Oh
So-
my fucking god! There's no point of playing this game to make money anymore. Then like.
Like, if they don't see a red key card though, and they're with their ESP or whatever they have, they just F1 themselves grenade or leave the game and then restart the next game.
That's
Funny
fucking
thing in
crazy.
chat, Johnny said, wait until you get food poisoning and you start vomiting in raid, or you shit yourself and people can see a scent trail to your shit stained pants.
Scent trail.
Fucking hell.
God.
Dude, I don't know. That
Um,
game, like, the more stuff they add to make it realistic and stuff is just like.
I think the arena is gonna be cool. You hear about that? So
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have
with
a
the
PvP
competitive
arena, where your people can bet with ruples around you, like the gulag.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking cool. See, that's
Yeah.
the shit that I want to hear that gets me back into the game. But when you tell me shit like, yeah, there's gonna be addictions with stimulants, and they're fucking making it so you can't list items you die with on the flea market, like that
And they're
kind
adding
of.
VoIP, for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I was looking at market prices, and I guess it's like 500K for a defib too. I remember when I played, like
600K. I just sold it
that's
yesterday.
fucking crazy, dude. Like I remember when I first started playing, they were like 70K.
Well, weird, like OFZs, those little missiles to make 995 are like 200K now, 150K.
Those were, I think, the same. They're like 120 to 130 when I used to make them
They're
995.
about 60. When
Oh,
I
really?
started. Yeah.
I'm fucking just pulling numbers out of my ass, then I guess. I don't
But
know.
the graphics cards are down to 90 from 300.
Oh wow, really?
Really?
Because you don't need a Bitcoin farm anymore this late in the. Everybody sold their
Oh, that's
graphics cards,
true.
and
That's true. That's true. That's true.
like little things that you need for PvP are the most expensive.
Okay, let me ask you this then, Convict. Since you're asking us some good questions, what's something that you want to see with Tarkov? What's like your biggest desire that you think needs to be changed about this fucking game to have it in a better spot than it is now? Because it's definitely controversial where things are heading and where it's at right now. What do you think needs to change?
What I think needs to change
Or
Yeah.
be added,
hacker
right?
situation. If the hackers weren't there, I'd have a lot of I have a blast when there's no hackers in labs. I have
Okay.
so much fun. And helmets. I feel like face shields don't do anything, and I always buy them for no reason.
Yeah,
But
because
that's
all
just
the,
'cause
all
the
the ammo.
bullets. Yeah, the ammo's so people have the best ammo, and it doesn't really matter.
Well, probably
Um,
early game it helps. Like early patch.
Early patch, it only helps against protecting against scabs, basically helmets and gear. Apparently,
You'd be surprised how. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, Shoreline's really like close quarters and stuff. Like, you're gonna run into a guy with a Valor VSS sometimes, but like people will run AP like 6.3 and they'll think, oh yeah, I'm gonna pen the fuck out of somebody's airframe, and like you run into a kid who has that and like you just shit all over him because I don't know, it has really low pen rate for helmets like that, so it can be good, but like maps that are definitely exposed, like customs and stuff like that.
I think
I
the
don't
thing
know.
that they're gonna add with the drone is gonna be pretty cool. So Peacekeeper is gonna fly out a drone for
They're gonna have
after
a
kill.
drone that blows people up.
No, for an after kill, like a replay of what happened to you. So after the raid's completely done, you can check your replay of how you died from that person where
That
he
would actually be
was.
so fucking cool. That would be so good to have.
Yeah, so where
Like
he
watching
was
your
and stuff like
highlights.
that. But the raid has to be like done, and then you can check the video footage of the drone.
Yeah, that would be so sick.
But
So they said
that'll
they
be
were
cool to
adding
add.
that, but didn't people ask for like a kill cam? And he's like, "No, we're not adding a kill cam." But
That's
I mean,
why
that's
he's doing that.
basically that's basically what it is.
Cam.
Yeah, because if there's kill cams and you're playing with a squad of 5 on Discord, you could just call out where that one guy is, and it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, that's why the raid has to be over and.
Yeah, that's a good approach for it. I'd say that's completely fair. I could see that for sure.
People are more upset right now about the lore where it's a no-fly zone and they're gonna add drops, maybe, like a plane that
Oh
flies.
yeah, I did hear about that.
But like, I was thinking, like, what if you don't know? What if a missile shoots down the plane right as it drops it or something like that? You know, because it's a no-fly zone. Like,
Yeah.
something could add it to it.
That'd be sick.
I don't know. But I don't know which map's gonna come out next. That's the thing. I want a new map to come out, which would be cool.
I only know Shoreline and Factory and like kind of Customs. I'd say like those are the only ones that I really
That's because
know.
you never played solo. I think playing solo is the best way to learn. I love solo. You shoot anything that moves.
I think.
I mean,
playing
yeah, but I
solo is
just play
good,
to have
but
fun, and I don't really have fun when it's solo, and I like am fucking sweating behind my keyboard, checking every single corner. Like I'd rather just.
I love sweating on games, dude. It's so
Well, that's why
fun.
Factory and Labs is fun solo, in my opinion, because
Oh yeah, Factory. I always play Scat Factory all the time. I love Scat Factory.
Shoreline was really fun too for a while, like especially with like max stamina, dude. Rushing spawns with a fucking M4. You could just fucking lay out like 4 people, and they would just.
I can't believe
freak the
Convikt
fuck
didn't
out.
get to Shoreline, dude. It was so much. I still don't know like the layout of like East Wing, West Wing, and shit like that. But it was so much fun always going and rushing to Resort.
Well, that's why. That's the only. That's what's cool. That they're gonna add the dynamic loot. So, nobody needs to rush to Resort anymore. There's gonna be the same loot in the village now. So it's gonna be spread out everywhere around the map.
That's gonna be good.
I think that makes it better for newer players.
You don't have to rush Resort. The 30-minute run to Resort,
Yeah.
and 30-minute run out.
Is
That's
that all
why I
we
didn't
wanna...
like it. It was like an hour run to extract.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they wiped like stamina, dude, it was so fucking annoying. I was like, God, I got so used to it, just like fucking jumping around corners and shit, and just headshotting people. And
Well, I got mine up to like level 30 now, and it's like almost the same.
yeah, I mean, the biggest thing was strength too. Like when
That's
you
hard.
fucking when you had like to only worry about shit in your backpack, like that was nice. But I don't know, I got used to it, and then I was like, fuck, man, this is really annoying.
So what would you attribute to the #1 thing as to why you're not playing next patch, Aaron?
Probably the weight system right now. I don't like the weight system. I don't like being punished and being slowed down
Yeah,
for
I
killing
agree.
people and taking
That
out their
was
gear.
really
That's
annoying.
kind of annoying. That
Yeah,
pisses
but
me off.
realistically, could you carry
No,
500
not
kilograms worth
realistically,
of
but
shit
that's the
out?
thing is I'm playing Tarkov and I'm running M995 and it's 2,000 ruples around. So me getting like 500 or 600k worth of gear means I'm breaking even just in ammo because I'm going to use 300 rounds to kill people. That's the problem with that though. Like
Not only that, but if you killed more than one person, you can't take like 2 people's shit and get out without being overweight. That's what I
you
think
can,
is
but you have to be
fun.
really careful with how you do
Sometimes
it.
you can't even take one person's full loadout
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
you're wearing
exactly.
Gen 4 or assault like armor or something, and that shit's heavy as fuck.
Yeah, that's I don't know. That's kind of like that kind of just I'm not gonna say upsets me, but it's just like, what's the point? Like, we went from this whole like hoarding loot, you could kill people and you could just take whatever the fuck you want to they added that new like system in. And I know you could use like blue stems and stuff, but I don't know. Even then, you're still limited, and it kind of sucks because like
Last night, Johnny brought in like 5 stems because he thought he was gonna get out with a lot of loot, and in like 100 grenades and a bunch of ammo, and we all died. And then we're like, oh, at least they won't be able to take all our gear. And we're like, oh shit, Johnny brought 5 blue stems in for all their gear, and they brought in blackjack backpacks
That
and shit.
sucks.
Damn.
I was
Like they'll get
watching.
out with our gear.
I was watching your stream when you got like 2 sick cases and they were full of fucking key cards. I was watching. You were
Oh,
playing
I
with your
killed
friend.
those 2 guys, those random
Yeah,
2 people, and
you
laughed.
were playing with your friend, and you killed one, he killed the
That
other.
was
and
Toaster, yeah.
You looted both bodies.
I said, "Yeah, this one's yours. You get all the
Yeah,
loot."
and
I
then
took this.
so you had like all this, you had all these key cards, and then you dropped him one. And just tell him that he was like, and then he looked at your stream, was like, "Wait, Con, what the fuck?" And then he like,
I gave him the sick case later.
Oh, I was
on.
fucking laughing my ass off. I was like, he's actually just fucking stealing everything right now.
Well, like I saw in chat, he's like, "Go check the other body." I'm like, "Oh, another sick case."
I know. I'm not, like, he just fucking. That was hilarious.
I didn't take any of the gear off the other guy. I just took the sick case and the money.
They both were pretty fucking kidded. I was like waiting for there to be like a thick item case. I was like, he literally just made so much money. If this guy's in his chat telling him to go check the body, he probably just.
That happened yesterday or 2 days ago. Somebody was like, "Do you want?" Some guy was like quitting his old account. And he's like, "Do you want the shit to go for giveaways?" And I'm like, "Sure, yeah, I'll take all your shit to do giveaways." And he spawned in another side of the map, a factory, and got killed right away with a thick items case. We couldn't find the guy, so he had a thick items case full of shit, and we couldn't find the guy. And I'm like, "Well, it's not my shit," so I extracted with somebody else's gear.
Why would he go in factory?
Because we had a 5-man to go into factory. Basically, you own the map. There's only 6 that spawn. There's only one other person, and that person found him and killed him.
Damn, that's rough.
His name was Rat Attack too, or something.
Rat Attack, dude. Fucking just made 80 million rupees.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even thick cases went down to 12 mil. You know?
Yeah, that's like a 2 mil difference. I think they were like 14 at peak, right?
They went
No,
to
they
18.
were like yeah, I was gonna say they're like 17 or 18 at one point.
But like, there's no point in them really, you know, unless you want storage. But you don't really need storage when you're losing all your shit.
Yeah, that's true. I would just buy one kit. Like, I would save people's stuff and like I'd build gear up, but I don't know. I just burned through gear so fucking fast. Like, I would just have like 10.
You can spend 5 million bullets easily now. It's so bad.
Oh, easily, yeah. Like, I don't know.
I think the most I
was
had at one point was like 2 mil. Like, you guys can go back and forth, and I only understand like a quarter of what you guys are saying.
I went through as you use SPP because I don't even want to buy BP bullets for the Val.
I only ran BP when Kai and I were playing a lot, and we would like run like VSS and like Val and shit on Shoreline. We only use BP. Like
everybody uses Val now. It's Val gamers only.
Well, aren't they nerfing it? I think Kyle told me they're nerfing it. That's so fucking sad, dude. God, I absolutely love that.
Yesterday, Johnny did a 7 PMC kill and like a bunch of scabs, player scabs. It was pretty cool yesterday.
Damn.
He wanted me to say that or something. He wants his ego stroked.
Is that all we want to touch regarding Tarkov?
It was 8. Sorry.
What did you say, Kyle?
I said, is that all we want to touch regarding Tarkov?
I'm down to talk about whatever. We can talk about.
If you, Johnny, if you have any more stuff you want to talk about Tarkov, feel free to.
And he has also given me 2 T7s.
Type it in the chat. But I've known Konvikt. I've been following you for over 2 years now, right?
You're my like 74th follower.
That's crazy. So I don't know how early then I caught you into your streaming, but how did you start like streaming? Like your streaming origin, the Konvikt backstory. How did you find Twitch? How did you figure out what game you were gonna stream?
I played League of Legends for like 4 years, and I'd watch Double Lift and Reginald and like the old school, like, I'm a Cutie Pie and all those people play League of Legends. And then I became a C9 fan and watched Meteos and High and Balls up top lane. And then I didn't watch Twitch for like 2 years after that. After like League started dying down a little bit for me. And then I started playing like Sea of Thieves and like different new games that would come out. And then I watched like Tim the Tatman, the top people, play like Sea of Thieves, or like Summit play Sea of Thieves, and Project Darwin with like even Forsen. I watched Forsen for a little bit because he always played it. But I played Project Darwin and Sea of Thieves when I first started. I don't know why I turned on my camera.
You don't know why you turned on your camera?
To start streaming. I don't really know. I thought, hey, I'm going to be playing this game anyways. Might as well try to make $1.
Did you
I mean,
did you
know.
buy
Mentality.
the Pope outfit for stream, or did you just have that?
So the Pope outfit came when I started looking more into streaming. I'm like, oh, people have like characters and gimmicks. So I was like, hey, I'll buy this Pope outfit and I'll baptize all my new followers with holy water. I would splash them with holy water, and I would ask, because I would play Project Darwin and I would be not the dictator, the director, and I would be like, do you have any sins you'd want to confess? And they would tell me their deepest, darkest secrets.
I think that's
And
how I
then
found you, was the you were the director in Darwin when I was playing. I thought your voice was cool, and you were like, "Yo, I'm live on Twitch," and I was like, "The Pope outfit is like late at night." I was like, "Follow." I was OG, man.
I didn't know how it worked, man. I was at the time when follow for follow was the thing that just came out. You do follow for follow, and you join those communities who follow each other and follow, and like that was
Yeah.
like 2018, February like 2018. It feels like a long time ago, but like internet world, that's like 10 years ago.
That's kind of like the marbles community now, right? Well, I mean, not anymore right now, but how it was, right? It was like a sort of like big community follow for follow, where you guys would like host each other and stuff like that.
Well, that's that's a good thing to do for any game you play. If you're playing that game, you're going to host people that play that game, because the
Yeah, yeah.
viewers are watching that game. So I would try to get to know the marbles people so they'd host me while I'm playing marbles. You know, that's like Tarkov, but Tarkov has a weird situation where it's like Dr. Lupo status, 10,000 viewers, and then it goes straight to 1,000 viewers from that,
Yeah.
and then it goes straight to 200 viewers, and then all of a sudden 20
50.
viewers. Like,
Yeah.
there's no in betweens really. There's like sections.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them speak Russian or different languages, so like it's hard to find out who to host, like random people. I don't know.
Question from chat: what's the next game everyone is excited for that's coming out in the future? Are there any?
Anything that grabs my
Valorant.
fucking attention at this point.
Valorant?
Honestly,
Is
I've
that what
been
you
playing
said?
the same games over and over, dude, and it's so fucking boring. Like, nothing is fun anymore because of this whole fucking
Black
coronavirus.
Ops 5 Zombies, baby!
I haven't heard of any new games coming out, but the only one I've seen interested in, I've never played it,
Arma
is
4.
Assassin's Creed, the Viking version.
Oh, Valhalla? Isn't that what it's called?
Just because I like Vikings. I've never played any Assassin's Creed though, so I don't know if I'd like it.
Gotcha.
There were some leaks for Arma 4. Like, there were rumors. I guess you could say not even leaks, but there's supposed to be like an announcement soon. People are saying, so it's going to be kind of interesting because Arma 3 was really fun. So
Did you
I'd be
play
like,
Dead Side?
Oh, I
Dead
heard about
Side
that
was
game.
like a third-person Tarkov, apparently. I don't know. It just came out. I don't know. Do you know any games that came out?
That are coming out?
Yeah.
Like Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy 7.
What is
just came out.
Cyberpunk?
I don't know. I think it's just like a first-person RPG.
So I don't like single-player games. I want like a addictive League of Legends type of game to come out.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I thought that's what Valorant was gonna be, and like,
For me right now, but
that's what Tarkov was for me for a long fucking time too. I'd take breaks and come back, and I like it was like learning the game over again. Like, you fucking miss your shots for like the first week, and then all.
stop downloading copious amounts of porn.
all right, I'm recording now.
Oh.
Okay, one thing this brings up we have to talk about. I am so fucking pissed off that COVID, this internet shit is like literally so god awful. Like, it's unreal. When I'm playing League, I'm now at 100 ping instead of like my usual 70 all the time now. Like,
That's just your internet provider.
no, it's not. It's not.
COVID.
League literally says when you log in on the client on the top left, it's like, due to increased traffic or whatever, people will experience issues. And like,
because so many people are on because of COVID.
like I'll
I
drop
guess.
frames in my I'll drop frames in my stream, but never to this point where it's like literally I can't stream.
It's so annoying.
Like, seriously, we like, if stuff like, because this happened last week too, Aaron. Like, if stuff like this happens, we might just have to go to recording them instead of with the chat, because I don't want to cut off the conversation like we did have to while I was trying to mess with the stuff. So I think it might be better if it's just recorded.
You sound angry, Mr. Luna.
Yeah, dude. Like, I literally do one thing a week. I stream. Well, like last week, this week, I streamed once a week, just a podcast, chilling, and I can't even do that on my PC because of this whole COVID shit. Like, well, speaking of that though, my state opens up. I think like in a couple weeks. I think.
It's crazy to think that my state's getting more strict about it when we
Yeah.
flatten the curve, but we've also seen Florida and Georgia and all those people open up and nothing's happened because they found out that it's 0.02% chance of actually dying from it worldwide.
Pretty good odds.
And that's fucking insane to me that we are doing this for death chance of 0.02 when you have 10% of chance of dying driving your car to Costco right now.
It's really 10% chance.
Yeah, basically 80% chance or something like that to getting in a crash.
I think isn't fuck, what was it? I think my friend told me Texas opened up like a couple weeks ago. Like I think LA, didn't they just LA County or California as a whole got like extended
just
3 weeks?
Yep. Yeah, they got extended for like another month.
Yeah.
But like Orange County is like, fuck you guys. They're the Florida of California, apparently. Like they're like, we're not doing this. Like they're getting tickets just sitting on the beach now. If you sit down on the beach, you get a ticket.
So crazy.
Somebody in Hawaii apparently just got a ticket because he was throwing the ball to his dog in the water and sitting in the shade. It's crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of just wish shit opened up that way. There isn't like all these issues with streaming.
It's so controversial because people are either it's so like 50-50. It's either
well, now it's the thing like if you don't wear a mask, you're a Republican. If you wear a mask, you're a lefty.
Oh
if
my!
You,
They're literally
yeah,
just boiling it down to that now.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
It's
I'm
either
like, if I wear a mask, my beard, it's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Like Costco makes me put it on. I'm like, I have a beard. You think this not even an M95 mask?
Yeah, I was gonna
where I can
say
blow
like,
out.
I don't know, different places and stuff like you have to wear a mask and shit now, but like it's either 50-50 with how people are reacting to it. I mean, in the terms of like social media, I guess you could say like Twitter, for instance, it's like people are saying that like fucking Spanish flu had like a second peak and it was 10 times deadlier than
Yeah, but their first peak, a lot of people died the first time, not 0.02.
exactly. So like people either think it's like there's a lot of bad shit that's gonna happen with it, or it's like there's nothing that's gonna happen. So people are just so divided on that right now, and it's like I don't know.
Well, people are dying. Like that's cool to save the old people, I guess. This is for the old people, but like our generation is gonna pay fucking crazy for this right now. Like with this stimulus check, we're gonna be paying this shit back for a long time. And like there's more suicide rates. People are dying from other diseases because they're afraid to go to the hospitals. Multiple people died from like not getting a transplant because the hospitals didn't want to take anybody that didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
Hospital people actually can't, like, it's crazy that the YouTube is blocking the doctor video that came out about we were told to put COVID even if we didn't know how they died because the hospitals get money. The bankrupt hospitals get money for every COVID patient that has COVID or somebody that has COVID, quote unquote. And YouTube takes that down. Everybody takes this shit down too. Like more doctors have come out about it too. And they're like, just YouTube's taking anything down that goes against the narrative that it's bad.
Yeah, I do think there's definitely some political bias with what YouTube promotes for sure.
Oh, of course, and it's a fucking election year, but at the same time, in my opinion, I mean, Donald Trump should stop doing the interviews now. It seems like he's getting really pissed off at the reporters. He should stop doing that. But he's handled it well, and like he's in all the other attacks and stuff like that. I think he's handled it pretty well for a president. I don't think fucking Hillary Clinton she probably would have went to war by now. Sorry if this gets political.
No, that's fine. Another topic that like sort of piggybacks off of what we were talking about earlier, sort of, kind of, was when we were talking about how you started streaming. How did you start playing video games? Back in the good old Atari, or what?
How did I start playing video games? I was 7 years old in 1990. Don't raise your eyebrows. It's true. 7
No,
years old
I was
in 1993 or 94. And actually,
I'm kidding.
yeah, and I remember it was just 7 or 6 years old and played Nintendo Donkey Kong for like all the time.
N64,
Regular Nintendo,
NES.
the regular one,
There is no regular
the
Nintendo.
first one ever created.
So NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I don't know
Okay.
what the with the brick controller, the
Like
square
the
brick controller.
Yeah, that's NES. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one. We played with what was it? Super Mario 3 with when he could fly, or was that a Super Nintendo?
I never played any of
No,
these.
Mario World 3. That was NES.
My favorite was Sega though, for sure.
Ooh, which system?
NBA Jams. Sega, regular Sega.
Sega Master System, Sega Dreamcast,
Sega 1. I don't know, the first one.
God.
the one called Sega, where you could play like NBA Jams and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Where the ABC button, the 3 in a row.
The Genesis? Wait, was it like the
Genesis
controller that was
Genesis.
like this? Like a
Yeah,
it's a Genesis. I
Sega
think.
Genesis, I guess it's called.
Gotcha.
Dreamcast that was probably one of my favorite systems actually that got canceled.
So did you just play video games because you thought they looked cool? Did your dad play them? Or like
I grew up in the era where if you played video games you were a nerd, and if you played video games you're not gonna do anything with your life. So like
I was the same era that I fucking live in. So I mean, my dad was the same exact way.
Like I grew up with that, and I remember like video games really hit me in junior high school, like 9th grade. I played SOCOM 2 and SOCOM, and like on the PlayStation 2, and I actually got a 1.8 GPA because I was number 70 in the world on SOCOM 2.
Fuck it, I mean, honestly.
And like I've told my parents to this day, I'm like, imagine what I could have been if I got to number like top 10. But then I remember one time I got grounded. They're gonna, because of that, and I took my PlayStation 2 and my pillow and ran away. And I got it really into big into Tony Hawk Underground 1, the first one.
oh, do you see they're remaking it? They just announced it. Or
Yeah,
no, not Underground, Pro Skater.
Yeah, just 1 and 2.
Yeah, I
Pro
played
Skater 1 and
Underground
2.
though on the GameCube. Oh, that's such a good game.
Yeah. And then I got my first computer game was Red Alert Yuri's Revenge.
Yuri. That's what we
Yuri's
had on the
Revenge.
podcast a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Red Alert Yuri's Revenge. Did you guys even play Command and Conquer games?
No.
Mm-mm.
That was really
Probably a
games
dead
back in
genre
the
by
day.
now, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Red Alert
Way to
3
be
came out for the
mean.
360.
Wait, isn't that
God,
like a
dead
Civ game?
genre?
Aren't Civ games like Command and Conquer or no?
No, Age of Empire games are.
Oh, gotcha.
Age of Empires. Command
I
and
haven't
Conquer
played
was big. And then I got into Sims. And then I got into and then I played Oblivion and like different little games like that.
Was
And
it
then
like after you had your PC? When did you first start playing League? Did you
when I
like?
first started playing League was 2012. And my Asian friends were all into it. And I played it. And we went to season 2 World Championships before I even played it. Really.
Wait, you went
And that
to
was-
Worlds?
Yeah, but think of this. Worlds was held outside of Staples Center on a little stage. It wasn't inside yet.
What?
It wasn't inside or big yet. 2012 season 2 was literally outside of Staples Center with a
California,
closed off
right?
section. Yeah, in California.
I've never heard you talk about this before. That's sick.
And yeah, that was when I got like the police Blitzcrank skin and stuff like that. Like they gave you that. Like that's when I first started playing in 2012 season 2 when I think Leona just came out. But I
Wait,
remember
can
they
you turn
came
your
out with
camera off and turn it back on? It's like super pixely. I don't know if that'll fix it or not.
mine.
Yeah, you guys are the same
That's
for
your
me right
internet.
now.
That's the host internet of the call.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Aaron, when did you start playing League?
I think season 4.
What year
I
was
didn't
that?
finish my story. I'm the guest.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
go ahead. Sorry. We'll go back into our places.
Yeah.
But then I got so addicted to it, I put it on an external hard drive and I'd play it at my school, my college, while everybody was working. And I would play it off my external hard drive at school. And at that time, I was living with a crazy girlfriend. So I'd pretend to go to work for 8 hours, but I'd go to a LAN center and play for 8 hours a day at a LAN center.
Okay. Hold on. What happened with this relationship? How did that end up? If you don't mind talking about it.
How did it end up? Well, she
So
tried
hold on.
poison-
No.
What?
Okay, tell us everything now. You caught my attention 100% on this. How did it go down with you guys? Like her figuring out that you played, did she figure out that you played games for 8 hours a day and you didn't go to work?
No. She never found that out. So we decided to move in with each other after 5 months of knowing each other into this awesome, cool little apartment in Pasadena in California.
Okay.
And we ended up breaking up with each other like 3 months after moving in with each other. Look, we were sitting on the couch and she's like, we're watching like Say Yes to the Dress on Netflix. And she's like, oh, I can't wait till I get to buy my dress. And I looked at her and I thought in my head, I don't really want to marry you. And that was like when it went downhill from there.
Dang.
And
Yeah,
That
when
was
you have
the
that
moment.
like, I don't want to be with this person forever.
I don't really like you, actually. But she it actually got really intense. She turned kind of ghetto. Like I just remember one time she threatened to call the police saying I hit her. I had to lock myself in the other second bedroom. Whenever I left, I had to lock the door and turn the knobs and have my own key because she would break my computers or break something.
Damn.
And then I remember one time she left. She was from Oregon, if that makes anything, if that helps.
Yeah, it does. It's so fucking bad. I have to tell you after this, it's so bad.
She went up to Oregon, Beaverton, Oregon, or something like that for her to visit her
Beaverton.
family. And I called my mom and my dad or whatever, and we moved. I owned everything in the apartment except for the couch, so we took everything when she went up to the thing, and I just paid my rent still. So I remember I forgot something, and I came back when I knew she wasn't home, and there's just a sleeping bag on the couch. She was still living there with like paying the rent. Yeah, I took everything.
She tried to poison you.
Yeah, so that was over coffee creamer. I took the coffee because it was mine. I took the coffee thing into my room. She was so pissed off she couldn't have coffee. And she tried to poison my coffee creamer with Drano in it.
That will fucking kill you.
Yep.
It's used to unclog drains.
What?
It eats anything that's not. It'll eat rock. It'll eat hair. It'll eat plastic. It'll eat metal.
I was like, this smells funny, and like,
oh my god! Thank God you didn't fucking drink.
Dude, yeah. What
I would have burned a
hell?
fucking hole in your esophagus and you would have died. That's terrible.
yep.
What
I
a
would never have
shitty
known.
person.
Yep. And she's fucking insane.
She sounds a bit crazy.
And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to find a girl, just find the least craziest one.
True.
That's the goal. They're all crazy. Just got to find a least crazy one.
I have a question for you, Convict.
What's your question?
What do you feel about following your gut feeling in life? Do you stick by that? Is that one of your like mottos?
I stick with that with like scary things or bad things. Like if you think like somebody's watching you, there probably is. Or should I really take this left-hand turn right in front of this car? No.
What about with like people and stuff like that? Do you
Trust
like
your gut feeling with people? That's hard. People are very deceiving. I've learned that, especially in this industry. There's a lot of faking people out there, and I can tell. Like it's crazy. You can't tell. like who's really there for you, who's not, or who's there for themselves, or who's there just to get clout off you or something like that, or who's there just to they want something. Everybody wants something,
Yeah.
basically. And I've learned just to stay in my own lane. So basically, don't look at what other people are doing. Stay in your own lane and look forward.
I want to come over to your house and give you a big hug. That's what I want from you.
Oh my god! I knew there was something.
Yeah.
You just wanted a hug.
I always think back. You told me one time, you're like, yeah, I have a new mic coming, and there's a second one. You're like, you could come over, we could do a podcast sometime. And I always think back that I'm like, that was such a nice offer. I was like, I wish I would have took that up before all this shit happened.
Yeah. Now,
But here we are. We're on a podcast.
I leaked my address yesterday on stream.
Wait, really?
That's actually so funny you fucking say that. Like 3 days ago, I leaked my postal code, and somebody fucking clipped it in the chat. Some random came in right as I did it, and he clipped it, and then I had to delete the VOD in his clip. I was like,
what the fuck? Did you delete the VOD, Convict?
I forgot to. Right now, I'm doing it right now. But
Oh my god.
I was ordering Uber Eats, and I didn't know it was in the top left-hand corner the whole time.
Oh my lord.
It was stupid. I didn't know that Uber Eats kept in the top left-hand corner. Somebody was trying to be nice. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's in Auburn," and I was like, "Yeah, Auburn." And I don't live in Auburn.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
So I got it. That's my #1 clip. Wow. Jesus. All right, hold on.
Oh yikes! Yeah, you probably want to delete that.
Delete this clip.
So, one thing I wanted to touch on, or that I thought would be interesting, is since you've been streaming like consistently for like 2+ years, like how streaming is now versus like back then. And like you said, you watched like old Twitch when it was like when League was.
I've seen so many people try streaming and quit streaming for like the 2 years. Like I've had so many groups of friends that they just quit streaming. Everybody just quits streaming. You have to have a real reason why you're doing it. You have to actually enjoy it to be able to do it, because it's very stressful. It's very stressful.
You get burnt out really fast. I'm at that point right now.
You can get burnt out. I can't. I have a reason why. It's because my son will go hungry if I do.
It's a good fucking reason.
We will be on the streets if I get burnt out. I've been in situations where like I'm fucking tired, and my wife's like, "Pussy," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm back." No, but I always give myself, if I feel down, there's always gonna be down days. Like this streaming, the highs are super high, the lows are super fucking low. It's just like a drug almost, and like I give myself, if I have like a bad day, if I got like this might not seem like a bad day to you guys, but if I get 5 subs, no donations, that's a bad day for me. And I stream for 8 hours. That's literally like working for $1 an hour. And I have a bad day, then I just give myself till midnight to reset. And I'm like, okay, you can be upset till midnight, but after midnight, you can't be upset anymore.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's a brand new day. And also I listen to affirmations at night, which is cool. I don't know if you guys do that, but I've started listening to affirmations, so those really help.
Yeah, I remember you used to tell me like you got like a journal and shit that you were like writing out stuff in, like with goals and all that. Like I remember we talked about that for a little bit.
I stopped doing that, but that's too much work.
Yeah, I mean,
what is affirmations or whatever you're talking about?
Basically, I don't know if you know, back in the day they did like hypnotherapy when you're sleeping. So like for people who are smoking, like you will quit smoking. Ellie, hey, you will quit smoking. Like I'm gonna stop smoking. I don't like cigarettes anymore. Like that type of stuff gets in your head. This one is like, you will be a millionaire. I will be a millionaire. People love you.
Gotcha.
But but this one's more like instead of saying like, what if this doesn't happen, saying what if it will happen. You know, like what if this does
in your head, because there's a lot of doubt that comes with that. Like streaming is so roll the dice. Like there's no consistency in it all, and it's fucking scary. Like when you have bills and shit, like it's fucking scary because you don't know like what's gonna happen with it.
Sorry, I yelled at my dog.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, streaming's negative. Everybody's negative. But negativity and like mental health shit and stuff like that gets a lot of likes.
Oh yeah, on like YouTube and stuff. It's unreal.
And I just want to honestly, I like there's things that I want to say when somebody's like, streaming's so hard, I've been doing it for like 4 months. I just want to say, shut the fuck up, you goddamn vagina. And like you're fucking, you don't belong here if you're gonna be like this after 4
Yeah.
months, dude. You got to think of it like a career. Most, or starting a business, most businesses don't become positive for 5 years. Most businesses go bankrupt after before 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's starting a company. In this company, it's 50% luck. It's even though the best business plan, you're not gonna fucking be perfect.
That's something that kind of goes back to the topic. It's like I don't think any of us would disagree the fact that like getting discovered or like gaining a lot of followers and viewers fast is way harder now than it was like
What comes fast can go even faster.
I was literally gonna say that you can have 50,000 follows over one night because you blow up because of one clip, but how many people are actually gonna stay there because of your personality and to be a consistent viewer and like contribute something to your stream? That's just not gonna happen. You have to be somebody that people like, and you're gonna start off slow, but you gain momentum. That's
yeah,
how
I agree, but I'm saying like the events of like you getting the 1,000 followers, like that's a lot less common now than it was, say 5
it
years
depends
ago.
how trendy you fucking are. Can you grab somebody's attention? That's what matters more than anything.
Just
Well,
whip out
I
your
was-
peen
I
on
was
stream.
told-
Be on front page of LSF.
God, yeah. Basic. Nobody's done that, I don't think.
Do it. I'm
Well,
telling
in
you.
that case,
Like, we got to be thinking about this. You know, those people in high school, you know, those people in junior high or whatever in school that were the people that just had the thing where people attracted to them. You're like,
Yeah.
that guy has, you have to have that, even online. That's like, you got to be that person that people attract you and want to hang out with. And, girls don't like that about me. That's no, no, it's I've actually, like, since that whole tweet thing that you guys already know about, I've actually have been the most comfortable and the most happy about my Twitch chat than I've ever been,
That's good.
because I can say fucking retard now. I can say like stuff like that, and like,
Yeah.
before people would get upset, and like it's very SJW-ish / snowflakey, and now it's more, let's fucking make fun of each other all day.
I was
And I
gonna
like
say
that.
it's better unless you're someone like Doc who's like purposely playing a character. But when you press go live, you want to be yourself, right? You don't want to have to act a certain way or not say certain
When you're playing a
things.
character, you can't stream for very long. Like Doc said, he doesn't stream for 20-hour days because he's playing a character and he can't do it all the time. He even says that, like, if you're being Shroud, if you're being like those people, you're yourself and you can do that all day.
Yeah.
But streaming, live streaming, unlike like YouTube and editing, is your personality is going to come out no matter what. Doc's done it multiple times accidentally. Your personality is going to come out, whatever personality you have, for sure. Even if you're faking it, you're like, I'm the guy that's today's so positive and you guys are awesome. Those are the most depressed people on Twitch.
Probably. Yeah.
Those are by far the most depressed people. They're like, then that 2 months later, they're like, I need a mental health break. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna tell my son, I need a mental health break, kid. You
hey
can't
buddy,
eat
you're going
tonight."
2 months without food. Get the fuck out. You're moving out.
That's what people don't understand. Like, I have more to lose than a lot of people. And
Yeah,
that
and that
keeps
gives
me.
you a fucking really good incentive to work too at the same time, and people.
Oh.
And
All right. Now we're good.
but yeah, I have a really big incentive, and also I want to, like, I have a big thing where my mother-in-law and my wife's side of the family don't think this is a real career,
And you want to prove
so
them wrong.
yeah, basically. And I would be like, you want me to buy your house for you? Okay.
That's literally, it's the same fucking shit, dude. Like I talked about it before. I've had teachers before, just like, it was one teacher in specific. She sat me down
You
and
told me
told
this.
me, I was like fucking 12. I was in 8th grade, and she was like, "Yeah, if you don't get better grades, you're gonna end up like this guy who works at fucking Domino's, and you're gonna do nothing with your life." And I remember hearing that, and I was just like, I need to do something really fucking cool and something that I like a lot. So
You want
That's
to hear
why-
something funny though?
What?
Domino's in Seattle pays more than an actual certified nursing assistant in where we live. The $15 an hour compared to my wife, like $12 an hour.
Damn.
Well, fuck. I guess I'm making that move then. See you guys.
Yeah, Domino's in Seattle will make you that much minimum wage.
I don't want to make
Or-
minimum wage. I want to make a lot of money.
Well, there you go. That's what I want to see. I don't say, but that's the thing right there. I want to say I will.
But that's why I'm not going to work at Domino's because I want to. I want to have more. That's why I'm saying I
Don't
want.
say I want.
I'm gonna have more.
No, I say I will.
I'm going to. I will. It's gonna be something
I
that
will have more.
but I have to work hard for it. That's the reality.
I will work hard for it.
I'm going to work hard for it.
No, I will work hard for it.
How about I buy your house for you?
Say I will buy your house for you.
Convict, I'll buy your house for you and take you out to Pirelli.
I guess I will, like with an apostrophe. I'll take it.
Speaking of that, you're coming out here next month, right, Convict?
Oh yeah, with all the Corona
yes.
stuff going on, for sure, dude.
No, Arizona's like the number one. Like
You can't leave
Doesn't-
Washington right now, can you?
it's King County over,
You
not
guys hear?
Washington.
Is that an
King
ice
Ca-
cream truck? I think.
I
Get
can
your
hear it.
fucking bomb go off in like 3 seconds. That's gonna be the end of the
It's literally right
podcast.
outside my house.
Okay, that's what we heard from Kyle.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? I had a good question.
So yeah, I'm moving from there.
Oh yeah,
to...
you're coming out here next month, even with all the stuff going on.
Yeah, you don't have to quarantine. My cousin just went to North Carolina for 6 days.
Where are we
You're
gonna-
go North Korea?
Wait, you're
for-
not moving, right? You're just coming to look at places.
I have to go there to look at the houses and look at the places. And
We going out to eat?
there's so many people out there. I want to do a big hangout thing. I want to like. There's a lot of people that live there.
From your
I
community?
think there's about 14 people that have. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, I'd be down. Let's go to.
My mom
Let's
Your
go somewhere
mom?
to eat.
uses Facebook, dude, and she sent me this like 50-year-old post, and it was like, "You're gonna have to write down your fucking name and phone number if you go out to eat."
Really? Wait, no, yeah, that's what they're doing now. The government wants to know your name, your phone number, and your address if you're gonna go out to eat now. This is all weird
What?
shit happening right now. Yeah,
Huh? I haven't heard
there's
that.
a lot of weird shit happening with this whole thing. So, and like a lot of people, like I don't know, I just don't want government in, and people want government to more like that. One lady tried to pass another $3 trillion fucking stimulus check thing. Yeah, we'd owe like $8 trillion just because of this.
I have like half my stimulus check left. I'm surprised I even got one, to be honest.
I am too. You didn't even file taxes,
Yeah, I didn't file taxes. I didn't work. I didn't do anything.
and you're the type of person that needs that money, Mr. Luna.
Yeah,
Minute
dude,
that-
I'm stimulating the
Minute
economy,
higher.
dude.
Audit. He's gonna fucking. he's
You
gonna-
need that money, Mr. Luna. What do you gonna help pay for food?
Yeah, I'm stimulating the economy, dude. That's what this,
So this
purpose
is supposed to be for essential people.
No, it's for everyone. They're trying to give the money to everyone. That's why I told my friends who didn't.
They want you
We're
to
like-
rely on the government.
I don't care, dude. If I can buy shit, I don't care, man. I'm down.
That's what they want to hear.
Alright, so we've been going for over an hour. Is there any topics you wanted to talk about, Con? Anything you wanted to bring up?
Favorite flavor of G Fuel?
Tropical.
Oh, I
wine.
accidentally sent you an invite to something. I don't know what this is. Favorite
Not
flavor
Bahama
of G
Mama?
Fuel? I had
Like $50 a fucking container. You think I've bought more than 2 in my lifetime? I don't have money to spend on that.
Well, I mean, you get BOGO, dude. I only buy them when BOGO's there.
I'm gonna buy the fucking $25 test kit, and I'm gonna fucking.
what did I
drink
have? I had the fruit punch, which was good, and I had another one. I think it was peach mango, which was alright. And that's the only kind
They're
of
really chalky. You got to find the least chalkiest ones.
yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
Didn't you have a full thing of questions?
I did, but we've been going for an hour, and on the list I always have if the guest wants to talk about anything.
But yeah, we're talking
Um,
about G Fuel flavors, dude. You just gotta let it flow naturally. Come on.
I
But
wanna
dude, we
talk-
already talked. You said you haven't had any, and
We're
wanna
just having
talk-
the discussion. Just let it happen, dude. It's gotta be natural.
I want to talk about why you
Mhm.
don't sub to my channel anymore, Mr. Luna.
I already told you the reason why.
Why? You have your half your stimulus check left.
I do. That is true.
You should go sub right now.
I'll maybe surprise you next time you go live.
That's a maybe.
That's in 2 hours.
Well then, it might be 3, might be 4.
Sinister, I already know why you don't. You're poor.
Okay, that's just fucking insulting.
It's because I have Twitch Prime and I don't give it to you.
Who
I
do you
give
give
it
it
to
to?
Kyle. I give it to Kyle or I give it to Ben. Because they're the up and coming like big streamers.
Is there any streamer that you go to and you're just like, this guy doesn't have it,
This guy doesn't what?
Yeah.
but you want them to because they're your friend?
I didn't
What do you
hear
mean
what
it
you
doesn't
said.
have it? Like they don't have like
This guy
most
doesn't have what it
streaming?
takes to be a streamer.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I don't really think of it like that. I'll watch them, but if they're not fucking entertaining, I'll just turn their shit off, and that's the bottom line.
What makes you turn it off though? Just if they,
It's
They,
not-
they
what
don't.
if somebody?
They have a fucking annoying voice. I get a headache while I'm listening to their stream. Like, there's a lot of different stuff. The music they're playing, double echo, whatever. Like, there's just a list of things. Like, if you meet like 2 of those like big things, I'm just like, I'm out. I'm done. If
What
you're
about if they don't say hi to you when you reply in chat and you're like the only one typing
I
within
don't
like
know.
5 to 10 minutes?
Within 5 to 10 minutes, there's no excuse for that. If you're ignoring chat for more than 5 to 10 minutes, then you're just fucking
Well, they might not be
antisocial.
used to having a chat.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is like when you stream, like
You should have chat open.
yeah, that's kind of a given. Like, how are you going to entertain on a platform that's meant for entertainment when you're not looking at the people who want to be entertained?
Well, most people like summon those. They don't look at chat a lot of times.
But Summit's been entertaining, and he looked at chat at one point, and he still does when he gets donos and shit. So he still interacts to an extent. Like, if he didn't have the donos, that means he wouldn't have people saying shit through text to speech getting read to him, which means he wouldn't have people giving him money, which means you wouldn't have an audience, which means you'd have
Well,
to read.
what gets you to that point where you pretty much only so right now, what gets you to the point where a lot of people love to be in small communities? They're like, oh, the streamer gets to read chat. You can see
Yeah.
the chat. People love that, and then they leave if it gets too big or too crowded. How do you gain viewers that like the big chat over viewers that like the smaller communities? Because I'm right in the middle.
By being interactive and talking a lot. That's something that you do in your streams. That's why people like to stay and talk with you, is because you interact and you say stuff. There's never like you're either talking to somebody or there's never gonna be like a dull moment. Like there's never like quiet time. You're not just sitting there like people like that you're fucking loud and you have a voice and that people can listen to you. That's what people want.
Do you
People
think
don't-
louder equals better?
I don't think it's louder per se. I think people want to use their time to be distracted by something. And when you have a personality that appeals to people, a good voice, and just that, like, I guess, enthusiastic energy, that's one of the big traits. And that's one of the big things people look for when it comes to streaming. So that's why people like you and yourself do well and they have a good time doing that. And it takes time to learn that. But I mean, if you're not doing that, you have to be fucking really good at the game or you're just not going to have that much, I guess.
I've been told there's a fine
that.
balance between like that type of stuff. Like there's a fine balance between reading chat and playing the game. And you have
Yeah.
to learn the middle ground because people are like, stop reading chat, play the game. And other people are like, why didn't you make my chat? You're ignoring us.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a fine balance. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Oh well. Go on. What were you saying about me? Continue saying good things about me.
I was just saying, like, when people have like an appealing voice and stuff like that, and they have like enthusiastic energy, that's something that's a good and people look for that. So that's why like having a
that's what I was
medium or
gonna
like a
say.
large.
Okay, all right. I found out what I was gonna say. Hold on. Yeah. Every single day I get on stream, I get told bad things.
Okay.
My grandma died. My mom died. My dog has cancer every single day. So like that's the reason I have to be enthusiastic and or positive every single day and smiling happy, because people have shitty days every single day.
People want to
And
watch
those,
you, and they want to watch stuff like this to be distracted.
if I have a bad day, if I'm at an 80% positivity, basically, I don't stream, because people don't come to see you be negative or be upset at the game, really,
yeah.
or like that's why people like it, because I'm like, it's just pixels, bro. They're yesterday, somebody was like, I can't, why aren't you using that fucking kitted M4? And I'm like, because I don't really want to use it. And I just deleted it right in front of them. I just deleted the whole thing.
Yeah, that's just being an asshole.
You're like, you know what? Fuck you. Deleted the whole thing. And I wasn't having a good day, I guess. You know, and I felt that. And people can feel it. People are like dogs. They feel that shit. The chat is like, they feel when you're not 100% easily.
Yeah, I don't know. There's always going to be like peak points with people, and like you can see it through clips or whatever. Like you can see people at their best, and I don't know. People have fucking bad days and stuff's off, but I've just made it like a thing to just stream like every fucking day. That's just like the biggest thing that I do is stream every day, even if it's for like a couple hours. Just put myself out there and try to have fun and hang out. But I mean, it's different when it comes to stuff like that because I don't have like 55 to like a couple hundred people showing up. Like I have like 5 to like 20 viewers max, and that's like, I don't know, it's pretty chill. Like I can be laid back, I can do whatever, and people are still like, oh, it's fine. Like, but when you start scaling up and stuff, like there's a bit more expectations, and I can see that for sure. So I get why you don't do that.
And
Like,
I've stopped watching people on Twitch.
You don't watch anymore?
I used to be the person that would network and like in Twitch channels.
yeah,
And I feel like that's a waste of my time now. I'd rather be creating other content on my platform, on YouTube. Like I said, the thing where you stay in your own lane. If you watch other people, you can get jealous. You can be like, why can't I have all this? Or why does he have high numbers over me?
Yeah.
And you can get super jealous of other people. Like I watch content creators, the bigger ones now, to see what they do over what I do, and to gain things that they do. But then it also gives me a ton of time to create more YouTube content, Instagram, and other things, when I used to spend 4 hours down the rabbit hole in people's chats saying hi. And those don't, I mean, I want viewers. I don't want streamers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing that, you're just making friends with the streamer, and the streamer comes to your channel, but they're doing their own thing.
That's a good
Like,
point.
Think of it like this: porn. Okay, think of it like this. All right,
it's gonna be good.
Now, do you like to watch live porn or scrub to your favorite spot? So that's YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is live porn. YouTube is scrub to your favorite spots, or scrub around, look around. I'd rather watch YouTube
Yeah.
than watch live
100%.
Twitch.
Okay, agree.
Like, I browse the homepage for a little bit, check out which one. This one seems interesting. Scrub to your favorites. Some people like their own little, like, on top doggy style one of those. Chicks with dicks, I don't know, but it's wait, hold on, new question. I don't know if this is allowed, but is it is it chick with a dick, or man with tits?
Both.
It's a chick with a dick.
Depends how you see it. People just give off different vibes.
No, because they have the face of a girl.
Do they?
Yeah.
No.
It's either or.
I'm pretty sure it's chicks with dicks.
So back to Twitch. Like, would you?
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that's like if you stay in your own lane, and when you look left and you look right, you slow down, right?
Yeah.
Literally, if you look left, you're gonna slow down. So if you stay looking straight, running, you're gonna keep going faster, the fastest you could possibly go. So
That's
like I used to get jealous at people like Double Agent Smith. Like, I love the guy, but like I'm like, I would love to see him partnered at the same time, but I can't watch them. Well, mainly I can't watch him anymore because his chat doesn't like me. But
Really?
oh yeah,
I went into his chat and I was like, "Yo, I'm from Comic Stream." And
he
I
loves me.
recognized-
I mean, we're good friends, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like, you're like, I would like all those subs. I would like all those monies. You know, people
Yeah.
come into my chat and they're like, why do you get those? Like, how do I do that? And I'm like, I don't know. Because just be fat. That's what I say. Just be fat and smile. See Sinister, I would have given you $1 right there.
Fuck off. I would have given you 5, buddy.
But
Damn.
I don't know. If you don't know what people are gonna do, that's the hardest thing. Is you don't know how much you're gonna make per month. Like, let's say, for me, February I made $500. March I made 2,000. You don't know what you're gonna get at all in this industry.
Which it's hard to do if that's all you're doing. But thankfully for like me and Aaron, well, it's like all we're doing right now, but it's like we're lucky enough to where like we don't have to pay bills, or like if we wanted to get another job and do
Bro,
it, we
speak
could.
for yourself. I gotta pay the fucking internet bill every month. That's my biggest thing. That's what I was talking about. Is when
yeah,
you fucking
true.
don't make enough money for shit like that to get paid out, it's fucking rough. I'm like, oh,
All right, you
God.
ready for this?
Yeah.
How many bills do you have?
1.
Konvikt, that's like 24.
It's the first bill I ever got.
I have dental insurance, health insurance, 2 car insurances, 2 car payments, my son's insurance, phone payments, internet, electricity, water,
Food.
trash, then food.
Food should be
Then
number 1.
internet's on there too, which I have to pay extra because I stream so much. I have to pay $50 extra to get unlimited internet. Apparently, there's a cap on the internet you're allowed to use when you stream.
Yeah.
So I have to pay $50 more for unlimited. My internet bill's $250 a month.
Damn.
Can you get Comcast Business? It's like 140 and it's guaranteed. It's like 120 speeds. Look into that.
Well, I mean, we're moving, so
okay.
in like a month. So hopefully, I'm gonna look into the fiber optic speeds, the 1 gigabytes.
Yeah, those are good.
See if they have those down in Phoenix somewhere. But I have so many bills, and then like that's what keeps me streaming too. Like if I don't stream, I don't. You know, I don't. You guys are young. When I was your age, I was working construction. I had to move a pile of bricks. That took me 12 hours to move a pile of bricks 3 feet so a tractor can get by. I don't want to do that anymore, ever again. Like that was like the worst things in my life. Like I went through the biggest depression of my life when I was 23, 24. When I graduated college and I started washing literally bolts for a living for $15 an hour. I was washing bolts so that mechanics could use the bolts. And I went through a depression. Like, am I going to do this for the rest of my life? And I don't want to do that. I never want to do that shit. So I tried to be my own boss and become something of my own. So
yeah,
that's why I created my own business, 2
That was
businesses.
literally the same fucking thing that happened. I don't know if I ever told you, like, my mom, so I was at the fucking store with her, and she has like a friend that's married to this guy, and they have like a construction business, and it's just him. Like it'll be him and like maybe one other person, but it was just us. And he was like, "Hey, I need help. Can Aaron come out and fucking help me with this?" And I was like, "All right, sure, I guess so." And I went out, and like the plan was I was gonna work for this guy. The first day we went out, he was sick, so we left early, and I was like, I painted this fucking like room of this house and like had to move shit around in this room. And I remember like painting this fucking wall, and I was just thinking, what in my life led up to this moment, and why the fuck am I stuck here painting some random person's goddamn house? And then I remember I went home, I ate a bunch of food, and I laid down, and I fucking dreaded the next morning. He calls me, he's like, "Hey, I'm sick, we're not going today." And I was like, okay, I hope that's the last time he fucking calls me. The day after that, he calls me. He says, "All right, we're going to work. I'm still a little bit sick, but it'll be fine." Picks me up at 9 in the morning. We go out to this fucking house, and we're basically like putting up like a roof. We're putting up like just framing and stuff, right? And I remember just thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? And when I do, I'm going to school, or I'm gonna fucking work a minimum wage job, and I'm not gonna fucking do something like this because I hated it. I said, this is fucking terrible, and I don't ever want to do this. And then a month later, I started streaming, and that's where the motivation came from. And every time I feel like I don't want to stream, I always just think of that. I'm like, all right, it's time to fucking stream. Let's go live. I'm not letting that happen. It was fucking terrible. So I relate with that 100%.
It is. It's bad. You know.
It's really bad. Doing something that you fucking hate because people want you to be successful and have money and be somebody that I guess has that appeal and shit. It's fucking soul crushing that's what the expectation is for people. Like people would rather you have a fucking title than be happy. Like they don't give a fuck if you want to kill yourself or what the fuck's going on. Like people just don't care.
Nope.
And it's really shit.
And it's like the thing is like even you don't care. Somebody else's grandma died. You're like, all right, well, whatever. Somebody else's friend died of suicide. You're like, that sucks. Humans are assholes. Nobody cares.
I'm thinking like when you know people personally and stuff, yeah, like I don't know. I feel sympathy for people when shit happens, but I don't know. I mean, if we're talking about just people you don't know indirectly, like yeah, you're just gonna think whatever because there's no connection there. And sympathy can run dry with some people, but I don't know. I try not to be like that with people because it's just kind of fucked up. But that's just me.
Is that a good note to end it on, boys?
No, the other thing is do what you want. Like you guys. Like I tell you guys, you're 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, whatever the fuck you are. Sinister, I don't know. You could be 60. I don't know how old you
20.
are.
20.
Do it now. Do what you want to do now. If it fails, you guys can bounce back up. You know?
Yeah.
Do what you want to do now, because if you're 31, 32 years old with a family, it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton harder. So when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, even up to 25, I didn't know what I wanted to do as I was 29. Do what you want to do now, because you have plenty of time. I have plenty of time to bounce back. If I fail at this, I could find something else. You know, I'm the only, even though you say 31's old, you still got a lot of life left.
It's not.
So I could bounce back, even do something else if this doesn't work out. But you know, I don't know. But the thing is, I have a couple of other things with felonies and other things that keep you from getting jobs. So
That's right.
that's the other story. Don't drink and drive. That's in it.
Lesson for the day.
Don't drink and drive. But
All right,
that's like,
Convict, you want to shout out your Twitch and Twitter, whatever else you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook Gaming /KonviktTV. I'm also thinking about going to Mixer. Actually, real question before we end.
This guy's clowning himself. We didn't even fucking. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
One quick question. Do you, in all honesty, which platform do you think has the chance of beating Twitch?
YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube's a really good competitor. I mean, the other ones don't really fucking matter.
Yeah, they only own like 7% of the pie.
Not
Okay.
this conversation again.
All right, I'm just.
You're not looking at the whole pie.
Oh my lord.
You gotta look at the bigger picture here. You gotta see the whole pie. You guys just get the crumbs. I remember that shit like it's fucking yesterday. God,
I haven't seen cum snail in a long time. He's honestly one of the people that have quit. You know, like the people come and go all the time.
Yeah.
He quit streaming. He doesn't stream anymore. He's streaming 18-hour days. Yeah. You're gonna fucking wear yourself out easily. But that's it. Love you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Actually, shout out your stuff now.
Okay, DLive KonviktTV. Is DLive a thing still?
I don't even know.
Probably.
No, Twitch.tv /KonviktTV KonviktKon.
All right, you heard it there first, folks. Go ahead and hop in.
KTTV. By the way,
And I'll put your Twitter in the description as well.
I don't want my Twitter. I don't like Twitter
Yeah,
anymore.
Controversial shit that
Put my TikTok.
I was gonna say.
No. Do Instagram.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for coming on talking to us.
Yeah,
Convikt.
thanks for joining us on the episode of the podcast.
You said some shit I needed to hear today, so thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Well, if you need an old man to talk to, let me know.
Okay.
We'll be back the 18th. We're the 18th, so it's a short week, and then we'll be back to nighttime instead of daytime, and my friend Ralph will be on.
That
So-
sucks. I'm sorry.
Great way to end the podcast, guys. We'll catch you
Ralph,
next
see
week.
you.
You want to say bye, Aaron?
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.
Later,
Thanks for coming.
guys.